welcome to this brand new channel. Isn't that exciting, everyone? Well, I'm excited. I don't know about you. Well, my name's Luke, I'm 19 years old and I'm a non-binary trans guy from Cologne, Germany. Actually, I'm currently organizing the first ever trans pride in Cologne, so if you're from Germany or anywhere close, come by. It's on the 22nd, 23rd of September. I don't know if this video will be up by then, but if it is, come by and we can have a lot of fun. Yeah, I am really excited to record this video. So let's just get into this and let me tell you a little bit about... Let me tell you a little bit about myself and who I am. I have been on tea for 3 weeks now, which is so exciting. I'm also vegan. I actually started being vegan like half a week before I started tea, which is really interesting because all the changes I'm like, well, this could be because I'm vegan, this could also be because of tea. I don't know. We will figure this out. I have a lot of anxiety. I used to be really depressed, which is a great way to start introducing myself, but this kind of is what this is all about. I'm not depressed anymore. I don't have depression anymore. I still don't know how life works though. And this is like, I know this isn't technically a disability anymore, but like living without depression after not ever learning how to do that definitely is a challenge, let me tell you about that. I'm also currently in the process of getting a diagnosis for ADD or ADHD, which I really hope I'm going to get. Oh my god, let me tell you about this. I've always had a lot of sensory issues. Honestly, when I look at like the list of symptoms of ADHD, like don't just diagnose yourself, but like I will talk about the symptoms that I have, and I think they could very well relate to having ADHD or ADD. And I really just hope to get this diagnosis so that I will have an explanation, and I guess feel more valid. Not that anything I'm experiencing isn't valid if I don't have a diagnosis, but I just wished I had one. Yes, I just wished I had one. Oh yes, my pronouns. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns. Ideally interchangeably, so if you talk about me, just like be like, yes, he really likes their shirt. So yeah, just like using those pronouns interchangeably. I actually only used he, him pronouns until a couple of weeks ago. I actually also didn't identify as non-binary until a couple of weeks ago, which is something other I will definitely talk about, because there was a lot of internalized transphobia, which like didn't really allow me to identify as non-binary until I kind of was able to face that. I identified as a trans guy for the last 2 years. Which is not 100% accurate. I am a trans guy, but I'm also non-binary. I will be talking about that in another video, I guess. Yeah, also I think I might have a physical disability, which is something that is still such a new thought to me. Honestly, I struggled with my body my entire life. I always said I really want an explanation for that. I always I mean, I can't really go into details right now because I'm not really able to process thoughts properly at this moment. But, well, I always said I really need an explanation for this and nobody gave me one. And then actually, I think a week ago, my mom, who is a physical therapist, just looked at me and was like, actually, I think you might have EDS. And I was like, oh my god, that would kind of make sense. I'm not actually thinking that I have EDS. I don't know enough about EDS to even consider that. But for once in my life, I feel like what I'm feeling might actually be valid and might not just be something in my head, which is still like, I don't know. So yes, I will probably in the next couple of months go to a couple of doctors to figure out what I'm actually having. And maybe more like in the next couple of years. I'm not really optimistic to get a diagnosis anytime soon. But yeah, I will keep you updated on that. Yeah. I really just wished I would have had diagnoses my entire life, especially also for ADD, which like I'm realizing right now, I really wish I had this diagnosis. And I realized right now also, like I've talked a lot to my parents about this in the last couple of months, that a lot of the symptoms I've had all my life and I've struggled with all my life, but nobody ever recognized them. And like people, like my mom was like, oh yeah, that's really funny that you didn't like any fabrics whatsoever. Yeah, well, guess what? Sensory issues. And sensory issues aren't the only thing I have that could be related to ADD. It's just like the most obvious, I guess. So yeah, so much about talking about my disabilities, I guess. That feels so weird. I've never thought about myself as disabled. Originally, the name of this channel was supposed to be Queer and Differently Abled, which felt a lot more fitting because I definitely feel like I see myself under the like I'm not disabled enough category, which I know is problematic, but yeah, it feels really weird to call myself disabled because I feel like I'm invalidating other people with that, which is not true, and I know that. But yeah, I always feel like my struggles aren't big enough. So much about that. Apart from that, I've recently actually started doing a lot of things that I used to be so afraid of, like playing soccer, which is something I last did in, what's it called, in daycare. I struggle with that word because in German it's kindergarten, but in English you use kindergarten in a different way, which is really ridiculous because you stole this word from German, but whatever. So like in daycare, when I was like between 3 and 5, I loved playing soccer, but everyone around me was so much better and I was so slow and I didn't have any control over my body, so it always felt really frustrating, so I just stopped playing. So recently I joined a trans team and I started playing soccer, and it's still a challenge, and like sometimes it really just really hurts, and like I don't know, and like there's a lot of anxiety surrounding this, and also yeah, but I'm doing this and it's really amazing to do that because it's something I always wanted to do and I was always so afraid to do. So there are a lot of these things that I'm kind of trying out lately that I was afraid of for a long time. And that I thought I wasn't either physically able to do or mentally able to do, and that I'm now kind of discovering in what way I can do that. So I'm really excited to tell you all about that in another video. Oh my god, I'm honestly so excited about this. Yeah, I don't know. You just tell me, what else do you want to know about me? I love reading, I love drawing, I don't do that enough. Yeah, I honestly like all the stuff I love to do, I don't do enough, which is so sad, but I can never motivate myself to do them. I love watching YouTube videos. My favorite YouTuber is probably Chase Ross. My favorite not queer, not trans YouTuber is probably Shane Dawson right now. I also love Dan and Phil, but I haven't watched, I'm still catching up with them, but it's not really something I still watch. I love watching TV shows, even though lately I haven't watched that many, but like my most favorite ever TV show is probably Supernatural, even though I don't so much like the newer episodes, but I started watching this when I was 12, which, yeah, it's just like kind of like coming home to family, meeting other fans and all that, so, I don't know. I always feel like there isn't anything really interesting about me, so introducing myself to you guys, you folks, introducing myself to you folks is really just interesting. So yeah, you let me know what you want to know about me, and what you are expecting from this channel. Tell us what you want us to talk about. I'm sure we will have a lot of different, really interesting perspectives, so just leave a comment below, tell us what you want us to talk about in another video, and what you want me specifically to talk about. Maybe I said something that related to you, or you just have questions about something I said. So yeah, just let me know, and give this video a like, a thumbs up give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to our channel. And then I'll see you next month in another video. Well, I can speak. See you next month. Bye.